we're back. It's Movie Surfers.
Movie Surfers.
Movie Surfers.
Also, we haven't talked about that. Movie Surfers? Yes! So cool.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
I think the beavers have a little bit of sass.
They
if that's
do.
what they're leaving
They're
behind.
walking like this.
What's up, Movie Surfers? We're going behind the scenes of Pixar's Hoppers.
This technology gives us unprecedented access to the animal world. We put this into this.
We are here at Pixar Animation Studios in Emeryville, California. What a welcome from the iconic Pixar lamp. We're about to go inside and see how this film came to life end to end. And later, we're gonna go check out the San Luis Obispo Beaver Brigade. Let's go. This is just so cool. I'm about to meet Nicole and Daniel, the producer and director of the film. Thank you guys so much for taking me behind the scenes of Hoppers. Where did the idea for the film first come from?
I remember watching this documentary, and they put like robot animals into the wild, and it was like they're spying on them. They had like cameras in their eyes. And I remember seeing how weird and funny that kind of looked, and then we just kind of springboarded from that.
That's crazy. So the idea for this movie actually came from, I guess, an antiquated way of exploring animal wildlife previously.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is like Avatar. This is nothing like Avatar. It worked!
This is so fascinating to see something manifested in physical 3D. What is the purpose of a model like this?
The production designer commissioned this so we would get a sense of what it would feel like to be inside that environment.
They can actually 3D scan this whole thing and put it into the computer. Then you have a starting off point.
Everyone has heard about Disney, Pixar research trips, so I've got to know everything that happened on yours.
We arranged a trip to Yellowstone National Park.
Obviously, we went there to see beavers, but they did not come out. We did get to go to a beaver lodge, an abandoned one, and you can see my feet here. I actually got to go in.
You went, this is you inside the beaver lodge, so
Yeah.
you became a beaver.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So Anna, you are a character designer.
Yes.
Could you walk me through what these different types of photos mean? Like, what exactly is an expression sheet?
The expression sheet's mostly just to test out like the range of expressions that the characters can go through. We try and take moments from the story.
How much do you reference a real beaver?
A lot, actually. We did study, especially as they got into animation, like the way that they swim is really specific. It's kind of like doggy paddling almost.
How do you incorporate the personality of the voice actor into the ultimate character?
I could show you what I do by trying to draw you as a beaver if you want to see how that would look.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's so cute.
This is Michelle as a beaver. Trying to get some details in there, the eyeliner, the hair, the jacket.
What do you guys think? Now it's time to see how the whole rest of the process comes together. I'd love to hear about you and what you did on Hoppers.
I'm responsible for the look of the film, all of the environments, characters, lighting.
And as the visual effects supervisor, once we've designed everything and determined what we want it to look like, we have to make it all. The great thing about computer graphics is that you can make anything you want. The tricky thing about making movies with computer graphics is that you have to make everything.
I was curious how humor impacts the work that you do in the visual style.
We had to try to be really cartoony.
A lot of our movies are funny, but this one is, I think, extra funny. And the comedy, Daniel's style, has some kind of just absurd and ridiculous kind of beats to it.
That was intense.
At the same time, there's emotional stakes, and balancing those two things is kind of tricky to do.
All great Pixar films start with a research trip. So we're out at the San Luis Obispo Beaver Brigade, but I am not alone. I am here with Nat Geo explorer Christine Wilkinson.
I am a wildlife ecologist and a conservation scientist.
And the star of the movie herself, Piper Curda.
Hi, I'm Piper. I play Mabel Tanaka in the movie Hoppers.
Let's hear it for Mabel, everyone.
What is Hoppers about?
Hoppers is about a girl, Mabel Tanaka, who just wants to save the animals and make a good home for them. And to do that, she steals hopping technology that allows her to enter the body of a robot beaver and make all of the other animals think she is a real beaver.
Lunchtime!
No, put
Let's get suited up.
Get our waders on. I feel like we're nailing the look.
What are signs that beavers are nearby?
Let me show you. So there's some right over here. If you look closely, you can see that the shape of the teeth is visible in these ridges here. So beaver teeth are continuously growing their whole life. So they have to keep chewing in order to keep those teeth sort of a manageable length, but also, of course, to eat and to make their lodges and their dams.
Wow.
So we're looking for the beaver's paw marks and their tail marks as well. Actually, right here.
Oh, wait.
Is a beaver tail mark.
The swishes?
Yeah.
Wait, that's so cute.
That is really cool.
That's crazy.
Cool. I think the beavers have a little bit of sass.
They
if that's
do.
what they're leaving behind.
They're walking like this.
Look, see that hole right there?
Oh!
Possibly the entrance to a den.
That's so cool. Obviously, so much research went into making our movie, but now I'm getting to kind of like bridge that gap. So I'm like seeing the movie and now I'm seeing the research and seeing how they like all come together. While there are beavers in our movie, there are also a bunch of other animals. Is that something that happens in real life, that these animals kind of can come together and coexist in that way? And can you talk a little bit about beavers being a keystone species? Because that's something I learned doing this movie.
Beavers are both a keystone species and an ecosystem engineer. We're talking about the dams that they build, which change the entire landscape and make these beautiful wildfire-resilient wetlands. And in so doing, they also create these habitats for all of these pond crew creatures. You might have, moose and bear and coyote and muskrat sort of living out of these beaver dens.
No way!
Yes.
Yeah, it's crowded, but we're still alive.
We have arrived at the beaver home.
Do we want to go around and see where the underwater entrances could be? We're not going to go in.
Because beavers are nocturnal, are they asleep in there right now?
They could be asleep in there right now, and then they'll come out around dusk.
I wish I could just crawl in there. Like,
I
think we could fit.
I feel like I would not want to be face to face with a beaver, or even face to tail.
Christine, thank you so much for taking me and Piper out here. This was so incredible. And Piper, it was so cool to hang out with you today.
Movie surfers.
Be sure to check out Hoppers only in theaters. Thanks for watching this episode of Movie Surfers.
So, we've been here quite a while. And the beavers are still not showing.
I think we should move quickly because the sun is setting very, very fast. It's gonna be dark. Bye, beavers.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. Joblo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.